I've just got some good news and then a question there. I've been back in central Springvale, and central Springvale is springing back to life. And we know that soon enough in peak times, parking will be completely occupied with all the parking spots taken up. And it's virtually impossible to let out the particularly old and frail passengers from the car. Mayor, may I make a public confession on the record? I confess that I have been tempted in Springvale Shopping Centre while waiting in a line of stationary traffic to let passengers out of my car. And the reason is, my experience is like everybody that wants to drop off a passenger in central Springvale, and I think you mentioned you were there today, Mayor, that
it was busy.
It's busy already, and you have no option almost but to break the rules. So it appears that this is occurring because there is no other option. Yet, we can get fined, people get fined, they ring me up, they complain they've been fined over $100 for letting a passenger out in a stationary car when traffic is at a standstill. And I acknowledge that Councillor Trung has raised this issue in the past with the suggestion of kiss and ride spots. But Mayor, I'd like to put the idea forward that if the relevant director and officers could investigate kiss and ride for passengers, kiss and go for taxis, passengers and Ubers, or possibly, alternatively, some laxity of application of the rules regarding alighting in peak times in Buckingham Avenue might be a possible solution where you have some sort of understanding that if the car's stationary, the driver must remain in the car. You know, the driver can't get out of the car and go to the boot or something like that. And then, in that case, an infringement would not be issued. But, Mayor, I think this is an obvious problem that's been put forward to myself by a resident, and I think we need some creative thinking. Mayor, could I have an initial response from the relevant director?
Mr. Keasley.
Thank you, Councillor. Through you, Mayor. Yes, you do raise a difficult issue in Springvale with the amount of parking and traffic moving through the centre. It is difficult to identify, as we have in the past, a number of car spaces that either traders and or shoppers don't believe are important to them. However, what I'd like to propose is perhaps that myself and the transport engineers with the ward councillors, we meet in Springvale and we try and work out and see what's best and seek the advice of the transport engineers at the same time. We will have to consult with regards to the local traders with regards to any spaces we do identify. I think certainly we'd probably want to identify a number of different options, not just one, but I'm happy to take most of that on notice, but we'll arrange a meeting this time.
Thank you, Mr. Keasley. Councillor O'Reilly.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.